Welcome to the Occupational Safety Leadership Podcast, episode number 269. And in today's episode, we're going to take just a few seconds and talk about the difference between hearing and listening to employees about hazards. When we think about hearing is just kind of a passive thing that happens. Right now, as I'm doing this podcast, I can hear a little bit of background noise from cars. Every so often, I can hear like the very faint sound of a dog that's barking, possibly footsteps around me. So it's a very passive process. I don't have to be focused on it. I just hear it. It's just there. When we think about listening, that's an active process. And with listening, we're focused. We're not focused on, oh, I have to do this because somebody said there's a hazard, and oh, I got to go down and talk to this guy. I got to go do this. Right from the get-go, if your attitude is not, I want to hear about these hazards. I want to help people correct these hazards. I want to make it better in the workforce. So we want to take an active role, and we want to actively listen. Part of actively listening is that when somebody says something that we're not really sure of, we all speak in acronyms at times, and different industries will have almost different slang out there. We have to understand exactly what they mean. If it's not a word that's really common, we have to really understand what they mean. Other ways of actively listening is that when something is said, if you don't understand it, you have to go back and ask if they could maybe say it a different way. Could you help me to understand? Use a active, you know. Let's peel back the onion. Let's go back to this topic and explore it more. Let's come up with a way to expand the conversation. Because sometimes a person can literally talk for 30 seconds and say, "See, I just told you everything about it." But if you're not really getting everything, you have to go back and actively ask the person, could you say it another way? Explain this in different terms, whatever it kind of takes to really understand. And then at the end, there's nothing wrong with going back and saying, let's recap to make sure I really got what you were talking about. And let's walk through the equipment. Let's walk through the hazard. Make sure that I really understand it then, because as the person is explaining the hazard, you think you're getting it, of course, but maybe you're not 100% getting it. So you want to understand it from their perspective, since they are the people who have to run this equipment, whereas opposed to most of the time us as safety pros, we sit in a cubicle, we help to fix hazards and all that other kind of stuff then, but we don't actually run this equipment. So we got to get with the folks who run it to really help us out to understand this whole thing then. So just a little recap. When we hear something, it's a very passive. We're not 100% focused on it because maybe we're focused on something else, but we're kind of hearing other things around us at the same time. Listening, we're actively listening. We're actively asking questions. We're actively making sure that we understand. And at the end, we're actively going back and saying words to the effect, doesn't have to be the exact words. I want to recap. Let's sit down. Let's really make sure that I am walking away with exactly your perspective, exactly what the hazard is, and what you think that we can do to go back and fix it, lessen the hazard, reduce the severity, all that kind of good stuff then. Just to really make sure that you got it all. I know that we all like to think we're super smart as safety folks then, but that doesn't mean that we know everything about everything. So always go back, follow up, make sure you got it right from their perspective. And with that, let's wrap it up in today's short and sweet episode. So this was episode 269. We talked about the little bit of differences between hearing and listening to employees. My name is Dr. David Ayers. Thank you and have a safe day.